Today is going to be about something seriouser than a membership. It is going to be about role-playing, and I'm going to tell you the tale of the Phoenix. So, we begin in Serapia Forest. The Phoenix is lost. She wandered into a strange land. There was fire there. She was happy about that because it was her home. But since she was practically made of fire. But today she was searching for something more than fire or heat or flame. She was searching for the lost land of phoenixes, the place she had always called home. Serapia Forest was obviously not the place for her, so she ventured to another land. This was not the place for her either. Too cold, too barren, not warm enough. She found refuge in the fire. Her flame was almost going out. She sat down on the flame. It felt warm to her cold skin. She knew she could not stay long, but she had to. If she even tried to fly away, her wings would freeze shut. But the Phoenix knew that even if she would survive if she flew away. So that's what she did. She flew away farther, back to Serapia Forest, the only place she'd ever known, because she had been away from her land for a while, and she had forgotten everything. She had found another strange passageway and followed it. She found herself in another strange place, almost like a temple. It was very beautiful, intricate carvings, but she had no time to admire it. She had to fly far away. She could not be seen by anyone else, even though she probably would. She flew and she flew, but this Phoenix would never give up. Ever. She found herself soon back in Serapia Forest. She ventured back to the Mountain of Cold. Sure, she knew there was another passageway there. She shivered and soon found herself in a warmer place. She called it Crystal Sands. It was nice, had a lot of views, but it still wasn't quite home. The Phoenix soon fell asleep. She was tired and lonely, frankly, but she still had courage to keep going. She had courage to find her place in the world. She pulled out a magical map that she had found and searched for a better place to be. She found a place called Appendale. It wasn't the best, but it was okay for her, she supposed. But she didn't find refuge yet. She was still so confused about where she was or who she was meant to be. She pulled out the map again and soon found herself in a place on the map called Coral Canyons. Coral Canyons was nice and hot. Beautiful, in fact. But she wasn't at home. She still wanted to find her place among other phoenixes. She saw a bird flying in the distance. She flew up as high as she could, but she could not go higher. The Phoenix went all the way back down to the ground. She had no business being where she was. No business, no home. She found another place. It was in like a house. Too messy though. Too much stuff. She soon found her way into a cave. This cave was spacious, nice cavern, had weird crystal balls, and had good lighting, but it wasn't for her. There were a bunch of horse carvings, and that wasn't her style. She flew out. Soon to find herself flying as far as she could, but she couldn't go farther. She was just done. She wanted to be in a home, but she couldn't find one. She pulled out a magical map and just picked a random place. She found herself in the place called Kimbara Outback. Too much water, though. Not enough fire. However, she was determined to not give up. She soon flew as far as she could. No such luck. There was no other place for her to go. She knew that the place she must had to return to would be Crystal Sands. It was the best place, but she couldn't. Crystal Sands wasn't home, but she had to. She flew and she pulled out her map and went back to Crystal Sands. Even though there was a lot of water, it gave us a cool mist. Not too cold, not too hot. Just right. Really nice. She soon found herself sleeping there for a couple days. Honestly, she would have a lot of fun picking. She would have a lot of fun. There was a hefty supply of ducks there. She didn't eat ducks. She ordered the ducks to get her food. But eventually, the Phoenix found a tree house. A tree house full of dragons. This tree house had everything she ever needed, except for fire. But the dragons covered that too. They cared for her like she was one of her own. They were one of her own. She had found her home. And anyways, boy fam, I love you all, and please subscribe. Please subscribe. I hope you enjoyed the video. Anyways, see you guys later. Boy fam.